Day 82, the Neville habit. Today, we're really going to play with revision. We've gone this whole 3 months, almost 3 months, really playing with the imagination. But this one tool you've been using more or less through the last 81 days, but we're really going to put it into play today. We're not even going to do it 2 times 5, 3 times 3. This is how we're going to operate today. We're going to revise. Neville Goddard, in many of his lectures, talks about the art of revision. And there's a specific story he tells of Freedom Barry, who was his protege at the time. And the story goes that Freedom Barry had just moved to San Francisco to teach about the law. And on his way to his house, he ran into a homeless guy, and the homeless man asked him, "Hey, can I get some money?" And Freedom responded, "No, I don't have any right now, but I'll do what I can do." And before he took a step away from that man, he immediately revised and saw the man as gainfully employed. He really felt it real. He saw the man exactly how he wanted to see the man. And then down the road, I don't remember how much time passed, can't recollect, but some time passed, and the man actually found Freedom Barry and came up to him and said, thank you. And Freedom didn't recognize the man. And the man said to Freedom, "If you didn't give me the money that I asked for, I wouldn't have felt the pain that I needed to do better for myself." And now the guy was apparently wearing a suit and this and the other. So that's Neville's story, and that's great and all. But what I'm doing here is trying to teach from experience. So in my life, this apartment that I live in is a perfect manifestation of revision. And I continue to use revision, by the way. So it never seems to be done, but it does the most miraculous things when I put it into practice. And the more I practice it, the better it becomes. So my story is this apartment that I live in. I'm sorry, my son is talking in the background. When I manifested this apartment, I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment with my girlfriend, my current wife, my girlfriend at the time. We had a 1-bedroom apartment, 1 bathroom, very small kitchen. And while we were there, I would imagine we would be in the kitchen cooking, and we'd always be running into each other, and drawers couldn't open all the way because there's somebody in the way and all this stuff, and it was very annoying. And I started revising. Anytime I bumped into her, I just imagined there was space. Like I imagined, like literally went into, replayed it, and imagined space between us. And so we weren't running into each other and this and the other. When I'd be cooking at the stove, I imagined an island behind me. When there's so many little pieces, little nuggets. That's just one example of revision. What about when someone says bad news to you, like you didn't get the job or something like that? My challenge to you is to hear it the exact way you wanted to hear it. You didn't get the job. Oh, you were perfect for the job. You were perfect for the job. You were perfect for the job. Or maybe you got a disappointing letter. Read the letter as though it went the way you wanted it. Go back to a story or a thing that happened in your past. Pick up that memory. Play that memory in your 4th dimensional mind. And replay it over and over again. And then step into it and play it the way you would have had it gone. Okay? Sorry about the noise if that was too annoying, but today we're adjusting things a little bit, so I apologize for that. But all that said, revise. Have a great one. This is something I want you to practice all day today. In fact, this is what I want you to practice from here on out. You have the power within you to redeem any past events. Remember, events and crises, right? What was a crisis is nothing but an event that reveals the crisis that's within. This is the perfect time to use revision, is to revise how the scene actually went. Okay? That's what you're doing today. That's it. That's all. Have a great one. Peace and hair grease.